Onbekend is back. I bought us a present. And this time we're traveling the West Coast. So join us as we go explore and find out more about the fishing culture over there. So I've been planning this trip for a while. And up until the day I wanted to go to the West Coast, I still did not have a videographer. I desperately started calling everyone I know in the hopes that someone could join me to the West Coast. Hello, hello, hello. Mama, asseblief. But I had no luck. No one could join me until I called my friend Cole. Hello.
Leander, sir, how's life?
Please call. And I tried to convince him, but he still couldn't come. But then he said something promising.
I actually have a friend, but he's a German friend of mine.
So this is the story of how I traveled to the west coast of South Africa with a German man I've never met before. The next morning I met up with my new travel companion. Meet Daniel. I helped him pack his things and we were off. Daniel picked out some CDs for the road, and soon enough we had to complete our first task. Buying some firewood. We kept on driving, and after a while we entered our first coastal town, Saldanha. This is Saldanha Harbour. It's one of the biggest natural ports in Africa. Also one of the biggest exporting ports of iron ore on the continent. And they have a huge fishing industry here. Very commercial, very industrial looking. It was freezing cold outside. So we left the harbour and stopped at a local fish shop. So I decided to buy us our first little taste of the ocean. I bought us a present.
What did you buy?
Oysters. You like oysters?
I like oysters.
Let's go, man. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Haven't had oysters in a while. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'll try them, definitely. Damn. That's good stuff.
Not bad. Look at one.
Cheers.
We're gonna leave Saldanha now. We had our oysters. It is an absolute blizzard outside.
It is bad weather.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to camping tonight.
That's a good point.
Oh.
Didn't thought that far. But I guess we're gonna be a couple hours on the road first, and at some point we're gonna figure out where to camp. And I hope until then the weather is definitely a bit better than now, because right now, even for German, for me, that's a lot of rain, my friends. It's not lekker.
I think what we should do, since the weather isn't really
Nice.
working together with us, so I think maybe we should either go set up camp and then go eat at a restaurant tonight instead of braaiing.
Instead of braaiing, I thought about that as well, because how are we supposed to braai if it rains like that?
Yeah, exactly.
God.
So that could be nice. Or we should just eat at a restaurant now and then go set up camp. But I think maybe if we set up camp
First and then eat somewhere.
yes, and
That's
then go eat
That's a good
at
time.
a restaurant, drink a few beers.
How is that place called again where we're gonna set up our tent?
Titis Baai.
Titis Baai?
You know what Titis Baai means?
I guess I know what it means. German word, did you know that?
Oh, really?
It is, Titis.
So we followed our plan. Past Paternoster and entered the camping area at Titis Baai. I think we found a camping spot for tonight.
It's gonna be the first time for me camping at the beach. Lovely.
We have an ocean view. We have a braai place. It's not raining, at
Not
least.
raining at all.
It's not raining.
Not yet.
I hope you don't snore. Our tents were set up. We made a tactical decision to move because of the wind. I think we're gonna be glad about that later. But we still got a sea view, and now we're probably going to go into town and eat something fancy at a restaurant.
And drink a beer.
So we made our way back to town and bought some fresh seafood.
Allemaal manier, vars en lewendig. Die beesters wat om nou te wijde die lewe word. 30 mossels nie, vir 150.
Geef my 10 van hulle.
10, wat die 30 manier vir 150, one time.
Hoeveel kan jy geef vir 10?
Daar gaat die 10 hoe, meneer sien, hoe minder meneer wat, hoe dierer is het, hoe meer meneer wat, hoe minder is het.
Ek julle R50 vir 10 gee. Dat was 150 vir 30, dan is ons nou R50 vir 10. So, 50 bucks. Ons nou reg. Dankie julle. Dankie. With our food for the evening now sorted, we celebrated our first day together with a beer at the Panty Bar.
So,
We just bought some crayfish and mussels from the guys off the street. We're gonna cook that up later tonight. For now, it's load shedding and we're gonna drink a beer right here at the Panty Bar. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
With my new German friend I just met this morning, Daniel.
What's up, guys? It's me, Daniel. We drinking Black Label, of course, because it's the best beer for me down here besides CBC Lager. CBC Lager is quite good as well, but the CBC Lager is too expensive, more expensive than the Black Label, so we stick to the Black Label, right?
Cheers, man. There we go, on the West Coast, first night. Before going back to our campsite, we just had to try a seafood pizza, since we were on the West Coast. We ordered the Paternoster pizza, and it has smoked snoek and bokkels on it. So it's a seafood based pizza. We're next to the sea, we're on a seafood fishing style trip in the West Coast, and it's delicious. So how did you find
It
it?
was delicious.
It had a strong taste to it.
Definitely. I'm not a big fan of seafood pizza. I don't usually order it that often, but it was great because it had its own flavor. It's different seafood from down here that I'm used to.
Exactly. So it's a strong flavor, but it's unique in a way.
Oh, it's definitely unique. Would definitely recommend it because, as I said, I'm not a big fan, but I'll definitely order that again the next time I'm here.
And now we're going back. We're gonna go camp. It is cold. It's getting dark, and we're gonna light the fire and
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
we're gonna braai our crayfish.
Oh, crayfish and the mussel.
And the mussels. We're gonna braai the crayfish and the mussels.
Oh yeah, we're
So-
gonna do that.
So that's the plan now. So we'll see you there. So we have a problem. We need salt water. The sea's right there, but it's cold. So I sacrificed myself. Now we have to go get some salt water. I don't think you understand how cold this is. Got this kettle. We're first gonna boil the mussels in the seawater we got earlier. That was agonizing. Then we're gonna boil the crayfish. Then we're gonna boil the crayfish after this, and then we're gonna brine the crayfish. First the mussels. So let's get that going. Mussels are done, so we're gonna done boiling. So we're gonna start making our mussel dish here. So I'm gonna fry some onions onto this pan. Then we're gonna put a lot of butter with it, some cream, some white wine. We're fancy, man. We ended off our first night as friends, united by the fire. Brine crayfish and mussels. It was strange to think that we had only met that morning.
What you saying?
I think you're gonna love them.
I'm gonna love them. Look at that, look at that. You just need to have one bite, they're massive.
They're massive, but just go for it.
They're massive. That's insane. You see guys, I'm not trained in that. I'm messing everywhere, but that's insane. That's good stuff. That's definitely good stuff. Crazy.
I'm gonna give this tail to you. This is yours.
Let's take it out and bite into it. It's decent.
It's decent.
It goes into the direction of lobster. It's a bit drier like fish, but damn. It's soft, it's juicy. It's nice, but the mussels were way better.
Mussels were better. Okay.
Definitely gonna give credit to the mussels. It's way, way better. Look at that. That's good stuff.